Class 3 company for race 8, Sha Tin. We're back onto the turf for the final 3 races. This one's over 1,600 metres, headed by the return of Glorious Dragon. Unable to win in his first 5 races, but some encouraging placings. Assimilate, Vinci, Chunghwa Spirit, Jimu, slightly better effort last start. We go down to Champion Supreme, who resumes first up. He won 2 races last season. Beauty Day, drawn barrier 13, Joe Moreira. Defining Moment, second up, drawn well for Grant van Niekerk, who resumes from suspension. Ever Laugh and Cheers Vanquisher cut along at a decent speed last start, but folded up to be beaten 17 lengths. Now Chunghwa Spirit, Jimu Stimulation, Unicron Jury and Champion Supreme. 5 of the 14 have been up to Chunfa. Pace of the race, Tom?
Good to slow the prediction here, but probably closer to the good side. Beauty Day will fire across from gate 13 for Joe Moreira. He's been consistent without striking. Cheers Vanquisher, he's got plenty of pace in his profile, but he's getting close to a class drop. Stimulation has shown the odd little bit of pace. Beer again, there's quite a few horses that race back in the pack here, including Assimilate, who's a get-back run-on type. They tried to ride him forward, but just hasn't really panned out that way.
Glorious Dragon coming into this race fresh. He's put on 24 pounds as well.
Your impersonation of a dragon.
Yeah, a little bit, wouldn't it? Breathe some fire. Aldo de May will take them out, barrier 10 for him. Vinci's another one that falls in the category of hasn't won yet. He's only had 11 starts, to be fair, and his track work's good leading to this. He's had a couple of seconds, but early on in the career, you would have thought he'd won a couple by now, Vinci. And I like the work here of Defining Moment. It's under a really good hold here. He's second up. He's come on for that fresh up run. He's got a better draw. And the 1,600 looks ideal for him at this stage of his career.
You sound like a bit like a Massey Ferguson crack up there before.
The old Kubota. Flying Quest will start with him, Assimilate and Bear again. I think Flying Quest is probably the pick of this trio. Oh, Assimilate has definitely got a chance, we know that.
Yeah, I said before that they've wanted to ride him handier in a run a couple of runs ago, but it just never eventuated. He always gets back, run on. It was actually a really good run from Flying Quest last time out. He was very wide on the turn. He sat at the rear. He came home in 21.95, so it was a sizzling last 400 for Flying Quest. I didn't put Flying Quest in, but I've been following Assimilate, so I'm going to put him in again.
Yeah, I was... Of those ones, Flying Quest, I thought was a good, hit the line very strong, got a bit far back, didn't he?
He's generally a Happy Valley horse too, but that was a terrific run from him. Beauty Day, Assimilate obviously ran on a lot better here. Vinci not far away. It was a better effort from Jimu. Unicron Jury hasn't done enough for me in his first 2 runs back.
No, I agree there. I've got Beauty Day and Vinci both in the numbers here. Beauty Day still a maiden, but he's had 5 seconds. Has Beauty Day, and he's likely to be right on the pace, and Vinci, I think, will win's not too far away from him. And barrier 1, he'll get the ideal opportunity.
This is the race that was won by More Than This, who looks like a fairly handy horse. Yeah. He's had plenty of favours, Beauty Day. He just hasn't been able to snare that victory, but Joe Moreira going on board has to be a positive. That's Vinci, for rather Assimilate running into a third there. So, again, another good run from him. There's a few that I like.
Yeah, you could see Jimu as well, making ground sort of worse than midfield down on the rail. Now, Glorious Dragon, who's a grey like Jimu, has been at the trials. He's had a trial at the Valley over 1,700. He ran second to Playa del Puente. It went all horribly wrong for him on Wednesday night, so I think a forgive. But overall, his run was still good, and Glorious Dragon raced right up alongside of him here. And
he has run well fresh in the past, Glorious Dragon. He's only had the 5 starts. He's had a second and a third. He goes particularly well at Happy Valley, so interesting to see they do take him back there at some stage. He's put on 24 pounds in the off-season, and he's drawn a little wide, but I still think he's worthy enough to put in the numbers.
Yeah, I've got him in. It was a good trial, I thought, over the 1,700 metres, so he's had that good pipe opener coming into this.
$4 favourite at this point is Beauty Day.
Yeah, and he's a little bit vulnerable, Beauty Day, because he is yet to win. So I'm going to make my each way go in this race, which is Defining Moment. I like this track work. He's a double-figure price there at 11 and 2.4. Up to 1,600 metres looks ideal. He won over 1,800 metres last season, so second up over 16 looks good. Grant van Niekerk from barrier number 3. There's a change of jockey there. He had barrier 10 last time, so he's drawn better. So I'll go with him, the 12, to beat Beauty Day, who is very consistent, as is Vinci and Glorious Dragon. But happy each way, the 12.
I'm going to go with the 3 again. Vinci, I've tipped him a few times. Zach Purton riding here for Frankie Law. Gate number 1, I think he should get plenty of favours from there. He stayed on well enough last time out. Beauty Day, he's just got that wideish barrier draw, so he's just going to have to do a little bit of work early. Assimilate, I'd like to see him a little bit further forward, but Gate 14 is not going to really assist with that. And Glorious Dragon off the back of a fairly decent trial at the Valley. So 3, 11, 2 and 1.